Hey guys, welcome to the Demo Mode, a series where we take a look at game demos, trials, and in this case, yet again, another game rental courtesy of Gamefly, and no, I'm not sponsored. Was it the Behaviour Interactive logo, I think? So I watched the movie probably back in 2013, and I saw that there was a video game based off of it, and I was like, I wonder if nowadays licensed Disney video games are any good. So I was just overly curious of what it was like. So since I quite enjoyed the movie, a lot of people anticipated a bunch more, but I thought it was pretty dang good. Okay. Password. That's different. Turn the music down a tad bit. Difficulty. We will set it to hard because why not have a challenge while we're at it? Because sometimes if you set difficulties too low when you first play a game, it can change your expectations of a game. Is that a thing in the movie? We'll just go with the usual, I guess. So it's been a while since I've seen the movie. I guess there's just something about Scotland that is interesting to me, I guess. That may be part of it. I don't suppose this is the best choice for modern day Disney games.
Mom, wait for me. Mom, at least slow down.
But it definitely wasn't. I wasn't gonna play a video game based off of Frozen. Let me tell you that much. That's a different level of.
Stop destroying the forest. You're gonna hurt someone, like me. Stop, Mom. Probably didn't ever expect to see a princess chasing a bear through the forest. But that's fine. I've rarely been accused of acting like a princess.
What I really liked about the movie was the whole backstory with the kingdom. The old kingdom that was based... I'm not going to spoil a movie. But that was really what a lot of people wanted in the epic movie side of things. Open the chest here.
Here's a fine weapon.
I mean, I could have went with a video game based off of, like, say, Ratatouille, you know, but it came out, like, in 2008, which I wanted to choose more of a modern game. I might go back and play that as well, just out of curiosity, because a game based off of Ratatouille, I think that would have a lot of potential, especially, you know, like the Stuart Little video games. Kind of similar, you know. I could see them doing something kind of along those lines.
These stones look like they must do something. Maybe I have to step on them in a certain way. A bow!
It's an interesting way to control the bow. I think that's pretty cool. Like a twin-stick shooter sort of thing. It's really intuitive to control it like that. I mean, you could have it so you weren't where you'd have to draw back the bow and then shoot it, but it's auto aim, obviously.
Target. Just what to do.
The visuals are pretty nice. The landscape around us is. I can't say much about the models so far, though. Ooh, a little bit of guidance here. Do a wall jump. Cool. I wonder if the wisps will show up, because those would kind of be a cool idea to guide you along.
Keep chasing her. Oh, this is all that witch's fault.
There we go.
The will-o'-the-wisps.
Yeah, I don't like the model. It's I mean, you can't compare it to the movie, which is
Mum
really.
had her own plans for my life. She didn't even care what I wanted, so I ran away, and I found myself at the witch's cottage. Was it someplace real, or just there because I wanted it to be? I ordered the witch to give me a spell. Demanded it. Ugh, what a fool I was.
The games aren't lazy, though. These cutscenes are not part of the movie. They could have just thrown in a cutscene in the movie, but they actually take some effort out to make some animations there. So we're gonna follow the will-o'-the-wisps.
Amazing. I wonder if Dad's ever seen them.
I would suppose he has. He's kind of a king of some sort.
You turned my mother into a bear. This is all your fault.
My fault. My fault.
My fault? Oh, but who am I to refuse the future Queen of Dunbroch?
All right, but you tricked me.
All that anger and mistrust. That's what caused this in the first place.
You caused this.
No, child. This magic is far older than the spell that changed your mum. Long ago, a terrible bear born of willfulness and mistrust began to stalk these forests.
Mordu.
Aye, but the beast lives on. Mordu is kept alive by anger and selfishness. He still wanders the forest, his cursed spirit corrupting the power of the ancient stones. That corruption has seeped out from the stones, blighting the forest and resurrecting all manner of terrible creatures from ages past. Harpies, mandrakes, spirit wolves. And it's twisted me own magic too, making the results unpredictable. Your mother's touched by that magic now. Mordu's power comes from the very waystones he's corrupted. You must defeat the creatures to cleanse the waystones and turn back the blight.
Me? Why do I have to do it?
Because, you silly girl, you're the best archer in this kingdom.
Okay, we can't skip. I'll go ahead and skip them because that's the gist of things. It's
Earth magic to help me against the monsters. What am I doing? These woods were
That's,
dangerous even before the blight.
I do not remember this aspect of the story. I don't think it was in the movie. I'm pretty sure about that.
Everything's so dark now. Evil. But it was clear just moments ago.
I can also use my sword here. I'll tell you one thing, this game really makes me want to play Medieval for the PlayStation 1. That video game.
Well, if I can turn this clearing back to normal, I should be able to restore the rest of the forest. And Mum! Maybe that old witch was telling the truth. And that means Mordu was just here.
I'll give the models some credit. They could look like
Now,
really...
when you're ready, I'll open new lands to explore.
So each of these is a level?
You must travel
Wow.
through each land
That
and
definitely
cleanse
reminds me of
all the
something.
waystones within it to cure the blight.
That's cool.
Head through the mists and you'll reach the forest grove.
Especially how she swings the sword. It reminds me of Medieval a little. That's like like a really weak correlation. I don't want this to become a review on the movies themselves,
Maybe
but
I should try an earth charm on those.
let's take a look at the pause menu. But I think the story with Frozen much better than this. Tangled definitely better story, so this would probably rank 3. out of the 3 movies there. They're kind of like a trilogy. The new Princess trilogies, if you will. Okay, that's not gonna help me any. Turn down the sound effect a little. Select Earthstone. I probably should have paid attention to the prompts there. Wonder what the money's for. The gameplay reminds me of Skylanders a little. But it's, yeah. Skylanders is probably better because first of all it has co-op. Carpet Runner, that bugs me, the R and that's not capitalized. Medieval vibes, definitely. I'm pretty sure that's not, Will-o-wisps can help us get more.
You just have to go where Mordu's been and defeat the creatures. It's the only way to save them.
Talk a little louder, Merida. Because our sword actually has a little aura around it that actually lets us activate earth objects. We would have saw more if we watched the entire cutscene, but maybe I'll go back and put it in.
This doesn't bode well.
Co-op would have been pretty decent here, but there's no characters in the movie that would really fit the role. She's talking way too quiet. I'd rather have the music quieter then. I like it, you know, when a game actually has separate sound effects levels for attacks and stuff, with dialogue, you know. I don't know why more games don't do that. Looks perfectly fine. What? A stone is a merchant? What? Swords. Bow. We'll check out that armor. Okay, so actually that's all the weapons and the stuff, potentially. That's a shame, I would like to see more. The co-op wisp? Oh, okay. That does have co-op in some case. Okay, that's stuff we find apparently. Tapestries. Dodge, slam attack, power attack, okay. A lot like, this so far is seeming a lot like, potentially inspired by Skylanders without the cheesiness of Skylanders. How do we get the upgrades? Can we actually buy any of these yet? 250. $650. 200. Dodge? Okay. Sure.
That's as good as it gets.
L1. That probably is as good as it gets. But she said that because there's upgrade levels for each upgrade. Don't be overly negative about things though, Marita. It's a nice name, but I keep on butchering it, I'm sure. Well, that makes perfect sense. Dandelions drop coins. I'll make sure to know that. Whatever kind of flowers these are. Those are dandelions. That was rude.
Boys? Oh no, you wee devils! My brothers, Hamish, Hubert and Harris. There's nothing in the entire kingdom they can't get hold of, including a cursed cake. Ah well, this spell does seem to suit you boys better than poor Mum. Maybe you can help.
I think they look ugly in the movie as a human form. Despite maybe creepy even. Alright. Oh. I hate making connections to things, but this reminds me a bit of based on principle of the Bugs Bunny game that I was playing a few days ago. Only more convoluted, it looks like. Nope. Oh, we can zoom in. What is jack all?
Well done, boys. Now stay close and be careful.
I probably should mention this, but this is the very first movie I saw in Blu-ray HD, so that may be one reason why I was so influenced by it, and I got to see all the behind-the-scenes stuff.
Startling resemblance to my dear old dad.
That thing? Looked like it was bald. One thing, I mean, one way I can comparing it to stuff is one way I talk about it, I guess. But I appreciate Skylanders and its hidden areas and stuff. I wonder if this has any sort of hidden thingamajigs. Chests, I guess. You've seen a few chests so far. Now, can I not use the L1 ability? I probably need to find some enemies first.
Look like they must do something. Maybe I have to step on them in a certain way.
Oh. Where does this go? Okay. Key. Oh, that's a trifoil, I think. That's what those symbols are called. Oh, R1 does shoot. So if you want to shoot in the direction you're running, you could just use R1. These are, one of the biggest things I find that's I know it's a really small thing, but I love actually shooting with the bow. It's actually very intuitive and fun to play with. Although I wish there was some sort of, like, I don't know, more to do with that. Maybe there will be, like fire and stuff. You know, there are fire arrows, I think. As so far we have an earth element on our bow.
Mum? Oh no! Your leg! I can make a salve like Dad taught me. Don't worry, Mum. These caves will have the yarrow root I need.
There you go, dearie. I've opened a portal for you to help you bear, Mum.
I'm sure I can find the yarrow root I need through the mist.
Cool portals too. Another small thing that's kind of interesting.
I had no idea there were bogs in this forest. That plant looks dangerous. I'm not feeling so good. I'd better find a potion for my health.
You don't use them, you collect them. Okay. I would have liked it so you could just...
This tree must have been enormous.
Oh, health. Let's get that.
Much better.
Wonder if we can change the difficulty. Yes, we can. Okay, I want to go up. I will be brave for this. Let's see if that changes anything. Let's take a look at the trophy list since we have the opportunity to do so. Fire charm, so we do get a fire charm. Wind charm, ice charm. That sounds pretty interesting. Well, there is a lot of trophies, but I would say that per Sony's guidelines, there has to be trophies for most disc-based games. Potentially any game on their platform needs trophies, and there may be a limit on how many you can and can't have, or have to have. Avoid that. Whoa! Now this game, I don't know, I just get this vibe because I was just gonna say something, but I wanted to restrain referencing things. Those dark plants kind of remind me of Dark Eco a little, but this game may be better. May have been better if they chose a.
I suppose I should just try it.
A closer perspective, maybe, instead of just zoom the camera in a little bit more. Maybe that would have been a little bit more. I could have easily done that too. Maybe there's technical reasons. Maybe they just didn't think about that. Maybe they thought it was okay, you know? It could have had something to do with people not being able to know where to go. But as a third-person platformer, just like Jak and Dax, that fit this game pretty well, but...
This will surely help Mum's wounds. Now I'll have to put them all back again. I've got to bring this back to Mum, and quick.
A little bit of a column talking about what this game could have been, what it should have been, what I want it to be, and a little bit of what it actually is. Not really much to talk about in terms of what it is. Two-player would definitely help.
This should help your wound. There's just too many of them.
Get to play as a bear. Be a miss if we didn't show that off. Mandrakes, the white-looking guys are actually mandrakes. Wolves, mandrakes, bears, oh my. All the creepiness. Icon above their head indicates the element they're weak to. That explains why they are mandrakes, because they're made out of wood.
Mom, wait! Come back! look in her eyes. It isn't even human. Oh, if I can't remove Mordu's blight, will she ever be my mum again?
The models actually do look fairly interesting. They do have some character to them. I don't know how else to say that. No. Weird targeting there.
This castle is so old. I wonder who lives here.
This wouldn't be Mordu's castle. That was in the mountains, wasn't it? Not really related to the movie, though, this area. Tripad puzzle. There's a side area over here, probably with a tapestry in it. Oh, money. A lot of money. We should find another merchant soon. This guy's a different wolf. Looks like it was made out of ice, I think. Please drop a potion, buddy.
Better find a potion for my health.
Thank you. The game's pretty easy on potions, it looks like. When you need one, you'll get one. I still don't know what the little meter down there in the left bottom left-hand corner is.
Yes! It's hot to the touch. It must be magical.
Oh, okay. My question was answered right then and there. Handy. Okay, that adds a lot of... that little aspect of having more than one element adds a lot to it. Although I'm about to die. Let's see what happens when we do that. Probably go to the last checkpoint when we hit. I'm not really doing much damage to these guys. Maybe they're... that doesn't make sense. Of course they're not fire-based, they're ice.
I'm not feeling so good. Potion for my health.
Brave difficulty is definitely difficult. I would assume the trophies. Let's see the trophies. I'm assuming there's a trophy for each difficulty, maybe? Let's see here. Just curious. I think that would have been a good choice. To set it up. Many games have that, where if you start the game as a difficulty and stay in that difficulty, you'll actually get... Triplet puzzles have potential. I mean, pretty nice. Some multiple elements. Okay, there is a trophy. Defeat the game on brave difficulty without changing it. They didn't go for all 3 difficulties because that would have been a bit much. I don't think you really need to do that. This game would get kind of tiresome replaying the same thing after a while. Uh-oh. It's a guy from Hercules. It has a health bar too, so he's a boss. Unlimited ammo, that's very nice, Marita. Nice feature. Please respawn me the right place. Okay, cool. No, can't use that yet. Oh no, I have to do all this. Okay. Your sword also does fire damage, so some enemies just don't work well with the bow and arrow. Golly, this is... wow. I need some upgrades. I should have got more than one last time. And I can't seem to dodge. So I don't know what's up with those abilities yet. Oh, I wonder if, without changing difficulty, but if I got harder, I shouldn't really be punished. Yeah, you know, I shouldn't really be punished about that. Oh god. Should be able to purchase potions from merchants. I think that'd be a great idea. Down. Oh, wow. Does touching him hurt me or something? The fact that there's 2 more elements does make me curious to see what the rest of the game's like. So the difficulty's there. Especially once I get to try the abilities out.
I'm not feeling so good. I'd better find a potion for my
Yes, touching him does hurt you, so maybe we shouldn't do that. I can't imagine we're doing much. Okay. That does do quite a bit of damage. Cool, maybe then we are in Mordou's castle. Because these guys are ice-based. We did teleport. We entered a portal. Dodge. Quickly. Okay, I guess...
That's as good as it gets.
Okay. There's a co-op, so there is co-op. I'm not gonna have enough time to even look at that. Really could have sworn I bought the dodge already. We'll get the power attack here. That should help.
This is the bow I've always dreamed of having.
With that taken care of, I'm gonna have to call it just when it's starting to get a little bit more interesting, I'm gonna have to call it a video. Just good enough to keep me playing, but like I said, the models are...
Now, how am I ever going to get past... Ah, there you are.
It's
Go
good.
to it,
It's
boys.
good. I like the... They got character. I don't want to play as them. No. So, thanks for watching. And with that, the demo mode is done.